I'm Preston Thompson with Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint in Dickson, Tennessee. In 1961, I graduated from Hickman County High School. Came to Dickson, got a job with Roy Brown at Brown's Home Supply, hauling lumber, building supplies, brick, whatever. I was a gopher to start out with because I had planned on joining the Air Force. That was my goal. Be like my older brothers, go into service and get an education there. But anyway, I met this young girl. We got married. Had a child, Phil Thompson, in 1963, and 1966 our daughter Mitzi was born. 10 years after I went to work for Roy Brown in 61, we bought the building and we'd opened the carpet shop.
I'm Phil Thompson. I'm Preston Thompson's son. When I was a kid, I would get out of school. I went to first grade up at the Dickson Elementary School, and I would just walk down to the carpet shop. And that's where I would do my homework. We had a little Coke machine. I'd always get a Dr. Pepper out. It was just great growing up in the carpet shop. My mom and dad both worked hard. In the beginning, it was just them. I remember them telling the story of a customer that came in one time when they had first started, and my mom said that they were there 16 hours a day running the store, just doing everything they could the first couple of years to keep it going. And they had some friends that come in and bought some flooring and said, boy, this is a great little setup you got. You ought to consider going into it full time, you know. And my mom said they were doing everything they could just to keep it over there, practically living there, you know. And so it's just stuff like that, getting it off the ground.
It's a true American story. That's the best that I can say. Is we've just been very blessed that we started from scratch, maybe a little bit below scratch. We had to borrow the scratch from the Bank of Dickson. Carney Nix loaned us our first loan. 15 days later, I was back in there wanting to borrow another $5,000, and he went on. 45 days later, I'm in there borrowing another $5,000. He was getting a little nervous by then. We're doing business now for the grandchildren of parents that we used to do, the parents and the grandparents when we first started, and that's the livelihood of the business. Probably 50% of our business, or probably more than that, is referrals and repeat business.
People were always coming and going at the store. Everyone knew my mom and dad. My dad always made sure that everyone was taken care of, because your customers are your boss. They're the lifeblood of the business. That's the way my father's always seen it. So he takes care of his customers and makes sure that the job is done right, and I always respected that, and from an early age knew that about business.
We're proud to be part of Dickson. Over the years, we've supported ball teams, scouts, fund drives, you name it. We was trying to, this morning, Phil and I was talking, and we just went over probably 25 or 30 different charities and things that we've helped support over the years.
I always appreciated the way my father would reach out to the community too. He always told me he never would buy a car in another town. He never would buy clothes in another town. He always said, do business with the people who do business with you. He always sponsored my baseball teams. He always sponsored my school events and my sister's ball teams and her school events, church events. He just made sure that he donated flooring to different drives and different causes, or donated his time, or donated his money. Over the years, just became part of the community, all through the 70s, all through the 80s. When Waverly had the flood last year, the first thing we did was we got a crew from the carpet shop, and we put our labor in, we put our time, and our salespeople went down there, and we helped with the cleanup. We want to be a part of the community, whether it's good or bad, and that's one thing my dad always has ingrained in me. We're more than just a business, we're part of Dickson.
If we need to, we can bring the whole family in, and then great-grandkids can play under the racks like our kids did, and grandkids. We've been in business 52 years. Very thankful and blessed. All the people of Dickson County, and all the surrounding counties in Middle Tennessee. I would like to be here another 50 years, but I don't think I'll make that. We just want to thank everybody for all the business and friendships over the years. It's just really been great.
Preston Thompson's Flooring and Paint Store, 207 Henslee Drive, Dickson, Tennessee, 615-446-6415.